Hi, I'm Brian and this is Rob, and we're both from Liberty Safes, New Jersey. We have two locations, one in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, one in Bordentown, New Jersey, and we're going to go over our line of home and gun security safes to give you guys a better idea on how to protect your valuables. We're going to talk about warranty, we're going to talk about delivery and installation, we're going to talk about different models of fire protection, different sizes, and hey, stay along with us here for a little bit here and see if you can pick up a thing or two. All right, we're going to start out here with safes that start out around $550, and we'll move up from there, and we'll show you what we got. The first line that we have here in the Liberty line is the Centurion 12 home and gun safe.
So with this one, we're 1200 degree for a half-hour fire rating. You have 12 long gun cutouts, active bolts on one side of the door, dead bolts on the inside, and an external hinge so the door can swing a full 180 degrees.
From there, we move up to its older brother, the Centurion 18.
Same basic setup, some more long gun cutouts, some more adjustable shelving. It's a little bit wider, a little bit deeper, same height.
And it goes up about $100 in price from where it starts out at. This model here from Liberty has been basically our mainstay for years, the Centurion 24.
So this one, you get the accessory door panel, so you get some handgun storage on the door. The safe grows just a little bit bigger again, but same basic overall features, 14 gauge steel throughout all these, and the 1200 degree for a half-hour fire rating.
Rob, why does this one here have an electronic lock?
Because it's
versus the combination.
It's just an upgraded model. That particular one, you also get the 3-spoke handle and the accessory door panel, and you get some ease of access from the electronic lock.
Why? Okay, so what does that mean, ease of access?
Basically, you're able to just type in your 6 numbers and get in, versus a manual dial where you physically have to spin it 10 total times.
And so we've shown a 12 box, an 18 box, a 24 box. Now I see here there's a 30 box in the same line. What's the situation with that?
So now you've gone a little bit wider and a little bit deeper still. You're still 14 gauge steel. You have 30 gun cutouts if you were to use both sides of it. Otherwise, you have 15 cutouts on either side.
And this is not just for guns.
No, absolutely. You can put any valuables in there. That's why you have the adjustable shelving.
Okay, the next model we're going to go into now is the 60-minute fire packages, and that is the USA series.
So the USA model line, you get a little thicker steel, the higher fire package as well. It comes in 3 sizes. You have the 30, which is the same as the Centurion next to it, the 36, which is this one, and the 48, which is next to it. Basically, you get 36 long gun cutouts in this one, the accessory door panel. You have active bolts on the one side of the door, dead bolts on the inside, plus the internal hinges, and it comes standard with the electronic lock.
All right, so now I see there's 60 minutes. Now I see we're moving into 75-minute fire protection. Now, before you go into showing the next model, why is there differences in fire protection? Why do I want more minutes of fire protection?
A lot of it has to do with placement of the safe. If the safe is upstairs, you would like to have more fire protection than if it was in the basement. Heat rises, water falls. There also comes to the fact of personal comfort. What are you putting in it? The more value you're putting in it, maybe you want to put more value into the safe.
All right, and I'm also noticing as we go up in cost, we also, not only are we getting more fire protection, I see the steel's even a little thicker.
It is. You definitely gain some security as you move up the model lines. We started at 14, 12, and now we're at 11 gauge in the colonial model lines. You also gain some bolt coverage. You get top and bottom and active bolts down the inside as you move up.
Oh, and I'm noticing too here that this colonial 23 is almost the same size as what we just looked at in a Centurion 30.
It is. Same physical dimensions on the outside. It's just beefier on all sides.
All right, so now you move up from 75 minutes to 90 minutes worth of fire. And I'm noticing here that we are now in the Franklin line. Why is that so much more money with what's on that safe?
The Franklin line, you start to get into some more premium accessories. You have the premium outlet kit, which gives you 3 live outlets inside the safe. There's also a USB and a Cat 5 pass-through. The accessory door panel has a cool pocket, which is basically a pocket with its own bit of fire protection that keeps extra important paperwork about 50 degrees cooler in the event of a fire. This safe has gone slightly deeper because of the excess fire protection. They push out the back so it doesn't get too small inside. your 27 long gun cutouts in this particular safe.
I'm noticing too there's electric in this safe. Why would I need electric in a safe?
This way you could add your own lights to this particular safe because it doesn't come with them. You can also add a dehumidifier. We get some people with watch winders, that kind of thing. So you can put all that right inside the safe.
I'm seeing different colors. I'm seeing like this is like a gloss color. We've seen like textured colors, and then I see differences in price.
So basically everything from the colonial model line up, there is color options. So the textured finish being the least expensive, there's a marble finish, and then there's the high gloss finish being the most expensive, and each one of those finish options comes in different colors as well.
Now we're going to a Lincoln. This safe almost looks the same. Why is that safe, again, so much more money based against this Franklin?
So with the Lincoln, you're up to 110 minutes in fire protection.
Wow.
Same basic size as the Franklin. They're both 25 cubic foot. You get the accessory lighting right from the factory.
Like
motion sensor.
It's like a refrigerator almost.
Yes. As soon as you open it, the lights come on. It comes with a dehumidifier. It also comes with a jewelry drawer. Has the cool pocket. The door bolts themselves get thicker. So let me get those out so you can see those. That's on all four sides of the door.
So you're not prying these doors open?
Absolutely not. Each one of these is 3/8 hardened plate.
So there's 12 locking bars on that door, let alone the regular lock.
Exactly.
Okay. And I'm noticing too now this interior looks a little nicer. It's a velour interior?
With the Lincoln, you get the velour interior with the gloss and marble paint colors.
All right, so now I'm noticing here as we go along, this safe's a little bit bigger. It's taller, it's wider, but it's still a Lincoln.
It is. It's the same exact model. It's just the next size up because the Lincoln comes in 3 sizes as well. You start at the 25, this is a 40, and then there's a 50, which is the largest size.
All right, now stop right there, because here's a problem. I could see some of these smaller safes, but when we get to something this big, how do I get this to my house?
So we do our own in-home deliveries. We don't contract out. It's our own in-house guys. It's actually me you'd be seeing. Basically, we take it from the driveway, set it in place, level it, make sure you're happy with it before we leave.
What if I want it bolted down?
We will absolutely bolt to wood or concrete.
And you'll protect my tile and my porcelain and all that other stuff?
We have plywood, we have blankets. We only like to leave behind safes.
Okay, that is a good thing. That's a good thing. So now we've looked at Franklins, we've looked at Lincolns, and I look here and I see a safe that's about $1,000 more than the Lincoln, but it's the same size as a Lincoln. It also says National. Is that something that Liberty makes? What is that?
Yes, Liberty makes National Security. National Security is one of their premium brands. This particular safe has a 110-minute fire rating. You'll notice how it has a double-step door. It actually has 2 fire seals. In the event of a fire, these seals both expand about 8 times their size to help seal off the door. Every other safe we have has the same seal. This particular one just has 2.
And what's up with the external hinges? What is that?
The external hinges gives you a full 180 swing of the door. It also gives you a nice look.
Now, I see that has a dial lock. What if I want to put the electronic lock on it?
The locks are completely interchangeable between all the safes. There is a price difference, but we offer locks anywhere from a basic electronic to a biometric, and there's also another lock that we'll get to later that's actually 2 locks in one.
All right, Rob, so as we move on here, we just saw that real nice white safe, part of the National Liberty line. Now I see 2 more pretty good-looking safes. These are awesome. What's up with these 2 with these beautiful handles?
So these are the absolute top of the line that Liberty makes in their Liberty Safes brand. These are presidentials. This is a presidential 25. This is a presidential 40. You're up to 3/16 steel throughout, an additional 1/4-inch plate in the door. You have 22 long gun cutouts if you were to use both sides. 1/2-inch steel plates now. Comes with the jewelry drawer, comes with the lights. They bevel the edge on this safe to just give it a little aesthetics. This particular lock was the one that I was telling you about that is 2 locks in one. That's an electronic lock, and it is also a manual combination as a just in case anything were to happen.
So if the batteries go bad, you can get in it.
Absolutely.
I hear a lot of people now talking about EMP proof. Are these EMP proof?
All the electronics are EMP proof, but this one you'd never have any problems with.
Because of the combination lock?
Absolutely.
All right. All right, so again, just to keep everybody in line, Liberty Safes New Jersey, we have 2 locations, one in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, one in Bordentown, New Jersey. We also have an awesome website, libertysafesnj.com, or of course you can do it the old-fashioned way. In Bordentown, 609-379-6409, or in Mount Laurel, 856-222-9904. I see here now we're sitting in front of basically the home office safe line of Liberty Safes.
Yeah, these are the ones that fit in your closet really nicely. You can still hang clothes over them. They're more for the personal belongings.
All right, you can hide these pretty good then.
Yeah, absolutely. They're all very small.
So I see there's a 60-minute fire and there's a 90-minute fire. Show us a little bit on the 90-minute fire just to get an idea.
So the 90-minute fire one, your 11-gauge steel, 1200 degree for 90-minute fire rating. 1.25" bolts on all 4 sides of the door. They all have 4 holes in the bottom where they can be bolted down because they're not very large. And this also has the accessory door panel with that cool pocket to keep your extra important paperwork cool.
So Rob, I have to ask you this. This safe's called a Fat Boy?
It is, because it's short and wide.
Okay, all right. So tell us about this one.
So the Fat Boy model line comes in 2 different sizes. There's a Fat Boy 64, there's also a Fat Boy Junior. The Fat Boy Junior is 48 long guns. This is 64 long guns. This particular one is a 90-minute fire. The Fat Boy Junior would be a 75-minute fire. Essentially, you have 64 long gun cutouts, as long as you use both sides, plus the accessory door panel with 2 cool pockets now. It has the accessory outlet kit. It also comes with 2 battery-powered lights as well.
All right, and this one here starts out, in this 48, I think it starts out around $16.99.
Yeah.
And this one here is $29.99, and I'm assuming it's because of the finish.
Exactly. You can get this safe in the textured finish and save yourself some money if it's going in an unfinished part of the house, or if that's just what you like.
Okay. All right, Rob, so as we're standing here next to the Great Wall of Security, because they're so big, I feel much safer standing here. Before we get into the wall, what's the warranty on these? I mean, I didn't even think to ask that.
So all the Liberty product has a lifetime warranty against attempted fire and theft. So basically that means if the house burns down around it, Liberty will foot the bill and open the safe, get you a new safe. Same thing if somebody tries to get into it.
So that's break-in, attempted break-in, and fire.
It's also fully transferable.
Okay, that's good. All right, so why are we in this big, why are these so huge?
So these are the 50 cubic foot safes. These are some of the biggest safes that Liberty makes. These are both Franklin 50s, this being a Lincoln 50. You're now 72 inches tall, 42 inches wide. We still do the full in-home delivery with them, and we can get them to where you want most times.
All right, now I'm looking here. This one here got a little lesser color. It looks very big though. I mean, and I'm looking on there, it's part of the Liberty because it's a national. It's got the external hinges. It's called the Classic Extreme. This is the biggest safe that Liberty makes across all the lines. So you're now 50 inches wide. It's a national classic. Oh, wow. It also has the extreme interior, which you can get on the Fat Boy model line, which basically separates the interior into thirds instead of in half. So it gives you a little bit more flexibility. You get 15 handguns on the door on this, plus the 2 cool pockets. It's a 110-minute fire rating. 3/8 thick steel plate door. That sounds awesome. That really does. That is a real safe, there's no question. Okay, so Rob, we've gone over a lot of stuff here today. We've gone over security, gun safes, home office safes, jewelry safes. We've gone over warranties. We've gone over how do you get my safe inside the home. And of course, we've showed you a lot of stuff, a lot of lines, a lot of different models, a lot of different price points. So basically what we're saying is here at Liberty Safes New Jersey, give us a call. Again, we have 2 locations, Mount Laurel and in Bordentown, New Jersey. Give us a call or check us out on the web at libertysafesnj.com, or you can call the Mount Laurel location, 856-222-9904, or in Bordentown at 609-379-6409. And if you missed something, just ask us. We'll help you out with it, and we'll get you covered. We'll get you to feel safe and secure.
Hope to see you soon.
We are back at Liberty Safes, New Jersey. I'm Brian, this is Rob. We're going to go over some of the other lines that we carry and get you into all the particulars of those safes. Again, remember, we're located in Bordentown, New Jersey. We're located in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. We're located on the Information Superhighway. I don't know if they still call it that, but it's www.libertysafesnj.com. We're even on Instagram, so you can check us out there, and Facebook, might as well mention that. All right, so now, Rob, we're going to go with one of the oldest names in basically the business, Winchester. So what do we got in this Winchester line?
So in the Winchester safe line, this is kind of where we start. This is a Bandit 19. You have a 24 gun capacity. You have an accessory door panel. It's a 45-minute at 1400 degree fire rating, and it is 14 gauge steel throughout.
And I'm noticing that comes with an electronic lock. Is that standard on these?
It is.
Okay, and this safe's a pretty affordable safe. What's the bigger one next to it? It looks the same.
It's the same model line, it's just a larger size, so you're still at the 45-minute fire rating. You have 38 gun capacity now. The accessory door panel, get some of the handguns, some of the smaller stuff off of the shelving. There is accessory shelving that you can add. It doesn't have to be all gun.
Okay, and that looks pretty nice too because it's got 3 sections.
Exactly.
And I've been seeing a lot of these lately fly out of the store, the Ranger 26. Is this is a pretty popular model?
It is. With the 60-minute fire rating, it's a great value. Your 28 long guns in this particular size at 30 inches wide. Has your accessory door panel, has fully adjustable shelves inside. You have active bolts on 3 sides of the door. The external hinges allow you to swing the door a full 180 should you need to, and it's still standard with the electronic lock.
And I noticed that the Ranger had electric in it also.
It does.
Okay. And I'm seeing, I guess they call that gray marble and black textured. Is that the colors in that?
Yes, it is. Okay. That's the 2 available colors in that.
Now, what is this safe here that looks like a beast? I mean, it's a treasury. It looks like the original Winchester logo on it.
It does, and this safe's built like a tank. All right, you're 10 gauge steel throughout now. You're a 90-minute fire rating at 1400 degrees. An extremely thick door.
Oh my God. How much does something like that weigh?
That safe there, you're 850 pounds basically, 842.
All right, so again, and you could deliver this to somebody?
We can. We can take it upstairs, we can take it downstairs. Basically put it where you want it as long as we can physically fit it.
And what kind of warranty do the Winchesters have?
These all have a lifetime warranty against fire
Okay.
and attempted theft.
So what are we going down here to now? I'm noticing here a little bit wider safes, something here called a Big Daddy.
So the Big Daddy line, you're available in 2 sizes. The 5-foot tall size, they also make a 6-foot tall size. So you're a 75-minute fire rating, 12 gauge steel throughout.
I see electric.
Yep, this one has electric inside, 42 long gun capacity, has your accessory door panel, a little nicer velour interior as well.
And lights.
And lights.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. That door looks pretty awesome. So Rob, so now we're looking at American Security, another great line that we sell. And I'm noticing this one here, it's a little bit smaller, but yet it'll hold some long guns. And really, it looks like it'll fit anywhere.
It will. It's a great size. It tucks under clothes racks. Has your electronic lock. You have a little bit of storage on the door. Long gun storage inside. It's a 30-minute fire rating. It's 14 gauge steel throughout. It also has a 3/16 plate door on the outside.
And that's very affordable also.
It is.
All right, so the next one, Rob, I'm looking here at the sign, and just to get some info on this one, this is a little bit taller now, very similar to some of the other safes we looked at. It's called the SF6032.
Yes, so the SF series in American Security gets you a 60-minute fire rating, 12 gauge steel throughout. You have that 3/16 plate on the outside of the door, nice heavy door, accessory door panel. You can also hang 2 long guns on the door, plus your internal long gun storage and adjustable shelving throughout.
And something that I missed on the other ones, still a lifetime warranty?
It is. Also comes standard with the electronic lock.
All right, and again, go over the fire. What is it? I think a house fire averages like 1,200 degrees?
On average, yes. So that basically means that safe needs to bake in that fire at 1,200 degrees for 60 minutes.
And then the inside temperature will start to rise at that point.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, so Rob, now I want something with a little more fire protection. What do you got?
That puts you into the NF series. So you're up to 90 minutes in fire, a little bit thicker steel. It's 11 gauge steel now. Little heavier door plate, just slightly over 3/16 now. Same basic setup on all of that. You just get some more security with thicker steel throughout and your higher fire. Has interior power, gives you 3 live outlets inside the safe and a USB port as well.
Okay, and again, you can bring this to my house.
We can put this in your house.
Upstairs,
Upstairs.
downstairs.
Downstairs.
How about in the bathroom next to my stand-up shower?
If that's where you want it.
All right, so now we move over to something called the BF7240, which is gorgeous. What's the deal with this guy?
So this is American security at its best. You have a 1/2-inch steel plate door, solid steel, 1/2-inch thick. You have a 2-hour fire rating, and it's actually a composite body, meaning it has 2 layers of steel. You have an 11 gauge outer panel and a 12 gauge inner panel, and what they call dry light as their fireproofing. It's more or less a concrete slurry between those layers of steel.
And what's the rating on something like that? How long?
That gives you 2 hours.
So the house is going to burn down, and that's going to be standing up all by itself.
Yes.
And it's beautiful to look. So, and you could put this in the living room then.
You can put it anywhere in your house because nobody's going to say it's ugly.
So the next line we got here, Rob, is the Holland safes. And give us a little bit of information on this guy.
So this is a Holland Hunter 11. It's the smallest one that we carry. It's a 45-minute fire rating. It's 290 pounds. Has your accessory door panel. It's 11 gauge or 12 gauge steel throughout, and it holds 11 long guns.
That's pretty nice. And again, it looks like it can go anywhere.
It can, and the door is actually removable, so this is something you can move yourself.
Okay. All right, Rob. So now we move on to something called, I'm looking here, the Crescent Shield. Little sharper model from Holland. What's up with that?
So you're up to 75 minutes in fire on this one. 24 long guns. I just want you to take note of the size of the hinges on the Holland safes. They're definitely oversized and built to take a beating. 12 gauge steel body, 1.5-inch bolts, 24 gun interior. It also has lighting that it comes with and the accessory door panel.
All right, and also lifetime warranty?
Lifetime warranty.
Now I have a question for you. What if I don't want an electronic lock?
We can put a manual dial on there. We change everything out in-house.
Okay. All right, so Rob, what makes this Republic 39, what makes this one here almost double the price of the other two we just looked at?
So you're up to 120 minutes in fire now. You're just short of 1,000 pounds, 925 pounds. You have an additional 1/4-inch plate on the outside of the door on this particular model. Has your interior lighting, has the accessory door panel, a ton of bolts to hold it closed.
Those bolts are unreal.
And the door is just so heavy on this safe. The shelves themselves are reinforced with steel to give you some extra weight capacity on them. Plus you have all your long gun cutouts and the adjustable interior.
So again, Liberty Safes, New Jersey. Don't forget where we're at. We're in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. We're in Bordentown, New Jersey. We carry more than just Liberties. We carry Holland. We carry Winchester. We carry AMSEC. And we're back to Liberty now. So, Rob, what else can go inside of a safe?
So it doesn't just have to be a gun safe. Obviously, with the full shelving, all your valuables, spare checkbooks, passports, anything like that, you can keep in here, know where it is, keep it secure. This particular one, you also have a jewelry drawer. You've got ring slots, everything that you need on that end.
Could I put more jewelry drawers in there if I wanted to?
Yeah, we sell them as an accessory. You can add as many as you like.
All right.
But you still have your long gun cutouts should you need it, and you can utilize it however you see fit.
Okay, good. Very good. All right, Rob, so if I come into you and I'm on a budget, and you know, besides having stuff on sale and specials and different rebates and stuff, but if I come to you and say, listen, I got $1,000 I want to spend, is there something you could fit me in?
The Centurion model line is where you're always going to be in that range. We actually start at considerably less than that, but this safe here puts you right at the top of that, but you have a 1/2-hour fire rating, the accessory door panel, adjustable shelving, 14 gauge steel throughout.
And if I don't want the electronic lock, I think you said earlier, you can change that for me to a dial lock.
Yes, we can put a dial lock on there.
Now, something you didn't show me, but I did see a sign for one. Do you have like a fingerprint one?
We do have a biometric lock. We only put that on in the store. It gives you 15 fingerprints in total, and it works fantastic.
So I can just open the safe with my fingerprint?
Yes.
Oh, that would be awesome. Okay, so now, you know what? Okay, you've showed me what's better and why it's better. I'll spend a little bit more money. What's next?
Okay, next model line up, you're in the USA model line. You go up to 60 minutes in fire now. The steel thickness has gone up to 12 gauge. This particular one being a USA 36, you're now 36 inches wide and coincidentally 36 long gun capacity.
And again, now this is a little bit bigger safe. You can put this in my house.
We do full in-home delivery.
You could put this up steps,
Yes,
down steps.
in the basement.
In the basement, should I put it up on something? Sometimes, so, you know, is there something that, like, I know in my basement sometimes if it's damp. I'm worried about moisture.
Occasionally we will leave them on the pallet for someone just to keep it up off the ground a little bit. We can also bolt it to the concrete if you want us to do that.
But what do you have so that my stuff inside doesn't show signs of rust?
So there's different levels of dehumidification that we can add to any safe in the building. Anything from a desiccant pack to ones that plug in that are basically heaters for the inside of the safe.
Okay. All right, so again, now you've got me there. I mean, all right, I want something a little bit better.
That puts you into the colonial model line now. So now you're up to 75 minutes in fire. The steel has gone a little bit thicker again to 11 gauge. This is a colonial 23, your 25 long gun capacity. Accessory door panel, you've now added some bolt coverage all the way around the door. More security, plus the thicker steel, plus the higher fire. That's where you get a better safe.
And color selection?
You do get some color selection when you get into the colonial model line. This being black textured would be your least expensive. Then there's a marble finish, and then you can get into the high gloss finishes in the colonials as well.
That white safe right there is pretty sharp looking.
It is. You can also get it in black as well.
What if I really, really want like 90 minutes or even 110 minutes? What do you got there?
So the Franklin model line, you're up to 90 minutes. By the way, you also get a little bit better lock as you start to move up the model lines. This Franklin, you also have the cool pocket on the door. Keeps the inside of the pocket about 50 degrees cooler in the event of a fire. Extra important paperwork, slide it in there, zip it shut. You also get some more shelving when you get into the Franklin model line.
And I see there's electric cord in there. This safe also has electric?
You have 3 live outlets inside the safe, plus a USB and a Cat 5 pass-through.
So I could put a watch winder in there?
You can.
All right, because I got a lot of watches.
Yeah, you can have the watch winder, a dehumidifier, and lights in there if you wanted.
Okay, and still put in my Winchester lever action rifle.
That's right.
All right, good. All right, so just before we close, isn't this blue safe really gorgeous?
It is. It's a blue metallic.
That is awesome. So that's like State Police blue or
Ford.
Or is it called Little Blue?
This particular one is called Little Blue.
All right, all right. So anyway, we're Liberty Safes in New Jersey. We got 2 stores, Mount Laurel, New Jersey, Bordentown, New Jersey. We're also on the internet at www.libertysafesnj.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We've gone over a lot of stuff today, and I know it's crazy. You can call us 609-379-6409 in Bordentown, 856-222-9904 in Mount Laurel. Any questions you have about the warranties, about fire protection, about delivery and installation, about the quality of safes, we got a safe to fit any budget in mind. We've got, we start at right around $399, and we go up as high as $7,000. Think about that, $7,000 for a safe. One thing we didn't mention, we also can get you a vault door. If you want to build a vault inside your basement, it could also be double as a panic room. We can do that too. They're just hard to show on the video because they're just harder to get. So anyway, any questions, give us a call. That's Rob, I'm Brian. I hope we helped you out today with your security needs. Give us a call.
Thank you.